background. By default, it's always running. You'll come down here into the lower right hand corner, near the clock and your network connections. And you will click here on the little arrow, and you will see it looks like a calculator with a green dot. This is the IP server manager. If it's green, that means everything is okay and it is working. If it is yellow, that means it's running, but there was a problem or an event. If it is red, that means that the IP server manager is off and not running, which means your IP enterprise software will not function. So go to properties, you'll right click, and you'll go in here. You can see about it, exit, stop the server. You don't want to do restart the server. Restarting the server is handy if something goes wrong with the IP manager software and it's not connecting to anything. You can come over here and restart the service. We're going to go to server configuration. Now please pay attention. When you are in the IP server manager, any changes you do can affect the functionality of the IP enterprise software. Brief overview here. The status is currently running. Then you have configuration options. Lets you tell it when, if you want. By default, this is turned off. You can enable auto restart every Monday at midnight. It will stop and start the service all 7 days a week. You can pick the time that you want to do this. You can delay the service if you want. This is never very used, but sometimes some places use it. And then here's analog video server support, which is rarely used. Okay. System log. This will tell you what events has gone on. Like today at 9:52 a.m., I logged in, updated camera properties, and logged into cameras. This is your event log. It tells you everything you want. Okay. You have network options. This is where the IP address of your server is going to be the default communication port. If you change this port and you click OK, your server will not work because the ports are different. So this is the default setting. Diagnostic, it'll stop the service and run a test, see if there's anything wrong. No cameras, run a diagnostic when the cameras are not started. Update activation, if you want to update your activation. Now, Veilux does not write this software, so we do not provide serial numbers or activation keys. This, you have to contact the software company to get your serial number and your license. If you have further questions about that, feel free to ask us. LPR activation is an add-on. It does not come with the standard IP software. It's an add-on that has to be purchased to support license plate recognition. Okay. Now we're going to cover how to play back videos. So you're going to go up to Tools and you're going to select Media Player. I'll bring up a window. You're going to see a calendar here on the left-hand side. Okay, first you're going to make sure that you're logged onto this server. Pick the camera that you want the playback from, and then pick the date. On this part here, you probably want to edit out while I'm trying to find one. Or edit this out. Let's look for motion events. Okay. Search. Okay, so here we did motion events, which is what our recording is set to. So we went to the motion event section, selected the cameras we want to search motion for, and I set it to go back 4 days. And here is a motion event that it found. Double click it, and here's the motion event that we had from earlier today. Okay, and from this, if you want, you can take a snapshot. So we can back up. Let's back it up. And you can take a snapshot. So there's a snapshot we took. And then each time you do a snapshot, it will pop up in its own window. Okay, so there's 3 snapshots we took. You can if you also want to, you have to do some editing on this. You can zoom in here and hit play. and this covers playback.